In today's video, I'm going to show you the best money methods you should be using this week in GTA 5 Online to make millions fast and easy. I'll be covering a bunch of different methods all in this video, so whether you're grinding solo or with friends, there's something here for you guys to try out. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to drop a like down below. But for now, let's jump straight to the very first money method. Alright, jumping into the first money method, we're going to be doing the Mobile Operations Center missions, which are paying double money in RP this week. To start, request your MOC, head to the back of it, and hop inside. Walk to the rear room and interact with the computer screen by pressing right on the D-pad. From here, you'll see a list of all the available MOC missions. Just start whichever one you like. I personally recommend the work dispute since it's one of the easiest ones to do. Before launching though, make sure to set the difficulty to hard. This gives you an extra 1.5x money and RP. Then all you need to do from here is just get at least one other player in the mission with you to start it up. In work dispute, you'll drop out of a cargo plane straight onto the docks. From there, your objective is to destroy several fake MOCs, which should take only about 2 minutes or so. Once that's done, you'll have to track down the real MOC, which will be moving on a freeway. So all you got to do is just chase it down at this point. Hit it with about 10 to 15 rockets, and then it'll be destroyed. After it's destroyed, head to the drop-off and you're done. I made $19,000 for finishing it, and the whole thing took under 5 minutes, so it's not a bad payout after all for such a quick and easy mission. Now, for the second money method, we're running the Terabyte client jobs, which are also paying double money in RP this week. They're going to be super overpowered if you're looking for some fast cash. Start by entering your Terabyte, go up to the computer, and press right D-pad to log in. From the main screen, click client jobs in the top left corner. There's going to be a bunch to choose from, but for the best paying one, I recommend doing diamond shopping. Once you start diamond shopping, first mark this location on the map. It's going to be a small alleyway behind a clothing store in the city, so just go ahead and ignore what it's telling you and just head over to it. And once you're here, you'll see a security guard standing outside the jewelry store. Take him out, park your oppressor Mark II or whatever ride you're using at the front, then head inside. Once you're inside, eliminate the 3 guards, grab the diamonds, and get out of there quick. From here, just hop on your vehicle and take the exact route I'm showing here, ideally with a flying vehicle to make it super easy. Once you hit the drop-off point though, you'll be getting $60,000, and the whole thing takes under 3 minutes if you do it cleanly. Just note though, there's going to be a 30-minute cooldown for the diamond shopping and a 5-minute cooldown for the other client jobs if you're going to go ahead and try to start it again. So that's one of the biggest downsides with these. Also, if you open your interaction menu, go to challenges, then select weekly, you'll see there's a weekly challenge to complete 3 client jobs. Do that and you'll earn a bonus $100,000, which is some easy money. I'm going to show you how to make $253,000 in under 2 minutes. To get started, come over to the spot on the map where this week's HSW time trial is located at. And when coming over, be sure to pull up with a fast HSW vehicle. Now drive on top of the purple and press right D-pad to start the time trial up. From here, open the pause menu and mark on your map where the time trial ends. Now drop the pause menu and exit out of the time trial using your phone. When ready to start, go ahead and press the right D-pad and you'll now be in the time trial. You'll immediately want to drive down this alleyway and take a sharp left and then a right immediately. From here, all you're going to want to do is just follow the route given to you on your map and maintain a fast speed when going through the rest of the time trial. Of course though, make sure to not crash into anything. But other than that, this HSW time trial is pretty straightforward and super easy to complete. And one of the best things is that no shortcuts will be needed whatsoever. You just need to follow the route given to you on your map while going fast and avoiding traffic. And that's all you'll have to do. It's that easy. For beating the HSW time trial, I made $253,000 in under 2 minutes. Up next, we've got the Deadline Adversary mode, which is paying double money in RP this week. To get started, press pause, go to Online, Jobs, Play Job, Rockstar Created, and right here you'll see all of the Deadline modes, and you'll know they're the right ones when you see that 2x money and RP icon next to them all. If you've never played Deadline before, you'll be up against 3 other players, all riding Shatero bikes, and the goal is simple. Make your opponents crash into your light trail while avoiding theirs. Last player standing, or the one with the most kills by the end of the round, takes the win. And as you ride around, you'll spot power-ups that spawn in. These can give you things like speed boost, let you hop over trails, or even slow down time for everyone. So you can get creative with your strategy, like cutting people off, trapping them, or timing a perfect power-up play. Anyways, for winning the first round of my match, I made $40,000, and after winning the entire match, I walked away with just under $112,000, which is not bad at all for a fun game mode like this. Now for our 5th money method, we're taking advantage of the double money on Fooligan jobs offered by Dax. To start one, just open your phone, go to contacts and call up Dax. Once he picks up, select request work and you'll get placed into a Fooligan job that's paying double money this week. These jobs are usually pretty easy. For example, in my mission, I had to destroy several Merryweather transports, which was super simple with my Oppressor Mark II. After enough were destroyed though, Dax sent me over to the Merryweather depot to destroy a bunch of marked targets. For this, I used my RPG to blast through everything. Just aim for the red markers and you'll see a tracker in the bottom right showing how many are left. Once the depot was cleared, all I had to do was escape the reinforcements, which took no time using a flying vehicle. I finished the job shortly after and made an easy $100,000, which is excellent for a few minutes of work with the double money this week. And by the way, it's always going to be a payout of $100,000 when it's double money, just so you guys know. The only downside though to this is the cooldown. You'll need to wait close to an hour before you can start another one up. So unfortunately, you can't grind these back to back, but when you have them available, it's very good for quick, good cash. And so Fooligan jobs are worth doing while they're double money without a doubt. And speaking of Dax, the Acid Lab itself has some great bonuses this week I'd like to point out. There's currently double production speed and double supplies on resupply missions, which means faster stock and more profit. I won't go into the full breakdown here since there's a lot to cover, but if you want the full guide, check out this video linked in the top right, where I go over everything you need to know about maximizing and getting started with your Acid Lab. I'll be showing you all how to make a quick $102,000. To do this, come over to this location, which is this week's time trial. When you get here, be sure to bring a quick motorcycle like the one I'm using. But now drive on top of the purple and press right D-pad to start the time trial. Now press pause and mark on the map where the time trial ends. Once you've done so, close out of the menu and exit the time trial using your phone. But now go ahead and position yourself like me, a little bit back in the purple, and now go ahead and start. You'll immediately want to drive off this ramp and try to angle your bike like me to land it kind of sideways. Doing it this way is so you don't fall off the bike when hitting the ground too hard. And that is also why I told you guys to back up a little bit. That way you guys can gain a little bit of extra speed before driving off the ramp. But now that you've landed onto the street, you just need to follow the route given to you on your map. And so no special shortcuts will be needed for this time trial whatsoever. It's going to be a pretty easy time trial and completely straightforward, as the hardest part was literally in the beginning when landing yourself off the ramp, because when you guys land yourself off the ramp, it's very common to go ahead and fall off the bike. So when driving to the finish, you of course want to go as fast as possible while being sure to avoid traffic, as it can be very easy to crash going the speeds necessary to beat this time trial. But once you've beaten the time trial, you will make the $102,000, and I was able to beat this time trial in under 2 minutes. And finally, for our last money method, the FIB priority file, specifically the black box mission, is paying double money in RP this week. If you complete it and knock out the bonus challenges, you will be making up to $670,000 in total. First things first, we need to complete the 3 preps. The first prep is for the hacking device. To complete this prep, you'll need to locate the hacking device at this location. And when at this location, it's going to be on one of these tables surrounded by these enemies. Once you do go ahead and grab it, head to the top of the tower at LSIA, and you're going to want to go ahead and plant it on the electrical unit. Once it's attached, you'll be ready to reroute the plane for later on. Next up, we've got the sonar equipment prep. The sonar equipment will be located at the front end of this tugboat, but when you get there, take out the enemies guarding it, grab the equipment, and then leave the area. And now the second prep will be completed. Finally, for the third prep, we need to get the weaponized aircraft. The best way to do this is by using your oppressor to take out the first group of enemies on the boat. Afterward, hop onto the boat and deal with the remaining enemies. Then get into the Tula. Once inside of it, get out and deal with the incoming attack choppers. I personally went ahead and used my Widowmaker to take them out, but you could of course hop back on your Mark II if you prefer. Once the choppers are dealt with, hop back on the Tula and fly it to LSIA, dash it at any of the drop-off points, leave the area, and you'll now be done with the last prep. Now that all the preps are done, we're ready to start the FIB file finale. Now before starting it, there are going to be 3 bonus objectives you'll want to make sure to complete for extra money. The first one is to destroy all 4 of the plane's engines. Second one, recover all of the plane's contents. The third one is kill 5 enemies during the escape. These objectives are pretty straightforward, so I'll show you exactly how to complete them every single time. Alright guys, so let's get started with the finale. First, make your way to LSIA and head to the control tower. Once you're there, hop off your vehicle and press right D-pad to begin the hack. You'll need to line up the 4 nodes to complete it. The hack is simple, just line up the nodes and adjust any that blink red and disappear. I had a bit of trouble at first, so I switched up the pattern, and once I had 2 correct, I swapped the last 2 around and it worked. After the hack is completed, you'll see a cutscene where the plane is going to be rerouted. After the cutscene is over, jump into the Tula that you parked earlier and fly it over to the plane. Once you're in the blue circle around the plane, stay on its tail and use your phone to access the Secure Serve Hacking app. Stay within the blue area until the hack reaches 100%. Once the hack is complete, target and destroy the plane's 4 engines. So once you do go ahead and destroy all 4 of the engines, that's going to be 1 bonus objective completed. Now that the engines are all destroyed, ignore the follow the plane text and start heading towards the LMOC. 2 fighter jets will chase you, but as long as you stay ahead, they won't be a problem at all. Eventually, you'll enter a cutscene. After that, drop the Tula into the sea. Once you're in the water, exit the Tula and dive underwater. Pressing your right stick to activate your sonar. This will guide you to the black box and any plane contents needed for the bonus objective. Be sure to collect everything marked before heading to the red circle. Once all the plane contents are collected, go to the front of the plane and slap a sticky bomb on the cockpit door. Now grab the red and white black box, swim up to the waiting dinghy, and make sure to jump into the passenger seat, not the front gun seat, as it has bad angles for shooting. Once you're in the dinghy, use your SMG to easily rack up the 5 kills needed for the bonus objective. The boat driver will handle the rest while you focus on staying alive and getting your kills. Once that's done, it's smooth sailing to the final drop-off location. After delivering the black box to the buyer, you've officially completed the FIB file. But if you followed exactly what I did and completed all the required challenges, then that's an easy $670,000 made. So definitely be sure to do this FIB file, as it can be done in under an hour and the pay is definitely worth it. Alright, that's gonna do it for this one. Those are all the best money methods you should be grinding this week in GTA Online if you are looking to make millions this week. If you found it helpful, go ahead and drop a like on the video for me, and if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss videos just like this. But that's it from me, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.